What to do if you miss the tax extension deadline? The IRS and many states penalize you heavily for not filing your taxes or for filing late. You avoid these penalties for 6 months when you timely file an extension. However, when the extension deadline passes, you start getting penalized and the penalties increase monthly. This basically applies to all taxes, personal and business. The IRS calculates penalties differently for different types of entities, but increasing penalties monthly is their modus operandi. So what do you do? This is Dave Horwedel, CEO of Torchlight Tax. The simple and obvious answer is to file your taxes, but you already knew that and you did not file. A more workable answer is to contact a professional like those at Torchlight Tax and debug getting your taxes filed. The first step is determining why you have not filed. We can help you with this. If necessary, we can take whatever data you do have and do the best return possible based on estimated data. What I am suggesting here is what the IRS recommends. This is not something I would recommend you do on your own, but we will usually do it for you if we can see that you are working with us so we can get the data needed. Oftentimes, taxpayers have tax confusion or life problems that block tax filing. We can help you with this. Our mission at Torchlight Tax is to legally save you as many tax dollars as possible without cheating or putting you at risk while making the tax filing process as painless as possible. The sooner you contact us, the sooner we can stop the penalties from escalating and relieve your tax stress. Contact Torchlight Tax at 877-758-7797 or info@torchlighttax.com for a free consultation. Our tax experts can file the best tax return possible based on the estimated data as necessary, disclose to the IRS that it is an estimate and how the estimate was made, and amend the return later when the bookkeeping or missing tax forms or whatever are completed. Properly done, that can avoid adding more late filing penalties. Then, because we understand taxes and accounting, we will work with you and take the steps needed to gather the data and get your taxes done. This can nip the all too common cycle of taxes spiraling out of control year after year in the bud. Even if you have years of unfiled taxes, we can still do this. We can get your bank and credit card account data, IRS transcripts, 1099s, prior year returns, etc. We can use these to generate accurate profit and loss statements and balance sheets. When this is done, we will review your return for every possible tax savings. Now, sometimes we can do this rapidly and just file a complete and accurate tax return, but suppose there is some data that is going to take weeks or months to get or figure out. We can usually do a pretty good estimate that allows us to get the filing done and avoid escalating penalties. Then we amend it when we actually have all the possible data we can get and have the bookkeeping done or the missing data found and have done a thorough review. Let us deal with the IRS for you. We can file a power of attorney so Torchlight can speak to the IRS on your behalf. Once your taxes are filed to minimize any IRS debt, we will then review your overall tax situation and come up with the best strategy to negotiate and minimize your tax debt. We have 400 blog articles and videos on tax saving, wealth creation, and asset protection strategies on the Torchlight Tax website and YouTube channel. Not all of these will apply to your situation. Many will. Your tax savings by applying these strategies could be major, but if you do not have the time or inclination to read tax blog articles or watch tax videos, contact Torchlight Tax for a free consultation at 877-758-7797 or info@torchlighttax.com. We can personalize a strategy to get your taxes done and your tax liability minimized. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it, or subscribe to our YouTube channel.